With so many field upgrades that do so many things, how do you know you're choosing the right one for the right situation? Well, let's dive into the field upgrades of Cold War Zombies. Frost Blast creates a wave of ice that slows enemies within its range. If you rank it up to tier 5, the initial ice wave will be larger and kill normal enemies, freeze most boss zombies, and make any frozen enemy a one-hit kill. Also, you will be able to hold 3 charges. Also, the recharge rate for Frost Blast is incredibly quick. If you are somewhat conservative with your Frost Blast charges, you can easily always have one in your pocket for emergency situations. Frost Blast is my go-to choice when exploring a new map or trying a new strategy. Get cornered while training? Frost Blast. Need time to focus on an Easter egg step? Frost Blast. Getting overwhelmed by a boss zombie? Frost Blast. Energy mines function as a personal proximity mine that deals explosive damage to enemies. When upgraded, you can hold up to 2 charges, the size of the detonation is increased, the mine itself detonates 3 times in rapid succession, and the blast will destroy armor on all enemies. Using the energy mine is undoubtedly effective. Hoarding up groups of enemies and luring them into an energy mine is an excellent strategy. The ability to shred armor is also very intriguing. It's possible to use energy mines as a panic weapon, but it will take time for the mines to activate, making it less effective than something like Frost Blast or Tesla Storm. This is the unfortunate story behind Energy Mine. While it may be completely functional and effective, other field upgrades are simply more efficient. Aether Shroud acts as a camouflage for the player, hiding them from enemies. When upgraded, activating Aether Shroud will instantly reload your weapon, warp you forward a small distance, increase your movement speed, increase the duration to 8 seconds, and allow you to carry 2 charges. Aether Shroud is the ultimate defensive field upgrade, excellent for getting out of bad situations and focusing on specific tasks without anything bothering you. Frost Blast tends to be more offensive, but Aether Shroud is truly the best choice if you need to get out of a bad situation. Even when you need to travel from one place to another quickly, utilizing the increased movement speed and tiny teleport allows you to get where you're going faster. There's also a hidden door on Forsaken that you can only get into with your upgraded Aether Shroud. I love that. Healing Aura creates a beam of energy that instantly heals you and your entire team to full health. When upgraded, you will heal continuously for 10 seconds after activation. The beam will knock down enemies and revive down allies who now get to keep all of their perks, and those beams will persist for 10 seconds, continuing to heal players who are still around it. Healing Aura is the best field upgrade in public matches. Utilizing the healing effects in a full 4-player team will make up for any mistakes that happen. Whether that's high rounds, Easter eggs, or just learning the mechanics of Cold War, Healing Aura gives the grace that players need to get back on their feet. As for solo play, it may be useful in specific situations, but between stim shots and other defensive field upgrades, Healing Aura finds itself as my least used field upgrade in Cold War. Ring of Fire creates an ethereal fire around the player that boosts damage and burns enemies within it. When upgraded, the ring blocks enemy projectiles, ammo is taken from your reserve ammo instead of your magazine, and the ring duration and fire damage effect are all increased so long as you remain inside the ring. If Aether Shroud is the ultimate defensive field upgrade, then Ring of Fire is the ultimate offensive field upgrade. Whether you're training or camping, you are capable of utilizing Ring of Fire in a very effective and fun way. Activating Ring of Fire will make most enemies die in mere seconds, and it also makes very short work of any and all boss zombies at nearly every round. Boss fights and the Orda alike, the Ring of Fire delivers incredible power to the player. Just be sure that you have a safe space to activate it so you don't get too overwhelmed. Frenzied Guard forces all enemies to target you and only you for 10 seconds. Additionally, instead of losing health, you will lose armor. When upgraded, it will repair your armor to full, killing enemies will repair 10% of your armor, normal enemies will explode after hitting you, and normal enemies will slow down to shambling speed. Frenzied Guard feels like Aether Shroud's older brother. It is best used in defensive situations, especially in the high rounds with super sprinters and aggressive zombies. Having Frenzied Guard slow down the pace of the horde and repair your armor comes in handy to get back on your feet. Even though zombies are still technically able to damage you, being able to repair your armor at any point in time, especially during boss fights, has the potential to save a run. Toxic Growth allows you to spawn in thorns that slow and damage enemies, including bosses. When upgraded, the thorns will last longer and deal more damage, and enemies will explode and deal toxic damage to nearby enemies. Also, you can hold 3 charges. Perhaps one of the most underrated field upgrades, Toxic Growth is phenomenal when you can find the right spot to utilize it. Try to find a spot with limited routes where zombies can attack you and funnel them into your Toxic Growth. Whether that's closing off lanes or just slowing down the horde, Toxic Growth is a phenomenal support tool. This brings out a a more tower defense style of gameplay that Zombies really hasn't seen since, well, Nocturne and Tone. And because it charges quickly and you can hold up to 3 of them, utilizing Toxic Growth and regular weapons is a viable strategy well into the mid to high rounds. Tesla Storm creates a lightning storm around players and will connect to other players if they are in close proximity. When upgraded, it increases the damage dealt to base enemies, stuns boss zombies, and increases the player's movement speed. Tesla Storm may not jump out to you as something that is incredibly powerful. However, this is one of my favorite field upgrades for casually progressing through the map. When you activate Tesla Storm and it stuns enemies, it gives you 10 points per zombie stunned, making this very useful for point farming in early rounds. Also, for all intents and purposes, when you have the Tesla Storm activated, there is really nothing that can touch you. Basic enemies and most special enemies get stunned and don't touch you. Pairing this field upgrade during an insta-kill brings back the red insta-kill feeling back from Black Ops 2. This is an excellent choice for dealing with megatons, even though you only ever get one charge. But if you don't really feel like using any other field upgrade, Tesla Storm is an excellent vanilla choice. Whether you're training, camping, going for high rounds, completing side quests, or doing the main Easter eggs, field upgrades are a powerful tool to enhance your zombie killing experience. And if you want to further enhance your zombie killing experience and survive a little bit longer in Cold War Zombies, be sure you're using these strategies. Check those out and stay beautiful.